Hey y'all, Texas Lifestyle Magazine is excited to be here with David Shaw. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me here.
So, you've been juggling being a frontman for The Revivalists, which is multi-platinum rock band, a husband, a father, and a solo artist. How do you manage these different roles and how have they influenced your songwriting?
Ooh. Well, just becoming a father has influenced just the way that I live my life immensely. I have someone else now, that I have to be 100% present to. So it's opened my eyes to a lot of things. I'm taking much better care of myself now. I just have more energy. So that's more energy for everything. More energy for myself, more energy for my daughter, more energy for my band, more energy for songwriting. Um, and I'm also just like taking some time to sit down and just fucking breathe. Sorry, like in this day and age, there's just so much, a chance to just look over here, or look over there, look over there. You just got to be like,
We'll take a breather. So, Take a Look Inside was just released. So, how does this album differ from your self titled debut and what was the inspiration behind its creation?
this album is. It's the first one was a little more like up tempo, and this one is a little more like mid tempo. There's kind of like I think it shows off a little different side of my voice as well. Um, and it just came out of me wanting to, just learn how to play me a little more, if that makes any sense. I think it takes a long time to learn how to play yourself, and I'm still there, I'm still getting there. I'm still figuring that out. And this is just another step in that journey.
And so, you've described the album as a form of medicine. So, how do you hope Take a Look Inside resonates with listeners and what healing elements did you put into it?
I'm being as vulnerable as I can be, in a lot of the tunes. Some of these songs come from places of, for a long time I was sober and then I wasn't sober, and I was just kind of in this nether region of what is happening, and that's what Take a Look Inside the song is pretty much about. And I was doing, some of these little meditations on, just figuring out what is this anxiety? What is this? Let me just sit with this for a bit. So I just hope that, people see, like I'm just a regular dude. I'm just like you. I'm just like you. And I have my own struggles, and we're all going through similar struggles. And this is just an album, that talks about some of that stuff.
That's beautiful. And so, can you tell us a little bit more about your recent single, Arms of the River?
Oh yeah, that's probably one of the most favorite songs I've ever written, honestly. I wrote it with my brother Pete, but for me, he might have a different meaning for the tune, and I think honestly, like, I don't necessarily love telling people all the time like what the song actually means, because I think I don't want to steal someone else's meaning of the song. You know what I'm saying? I think like, but this one in particular, for me, this is a song for my sister. When I was writing it, it was just like she was going through a really, really tough time, and I think she's come out of that, period, a lot stronger and a lot more knowledgeable about some of the things that she was navigating in her life. And, I just wanted to write a song, to make her feel good. She's my fucking, both my sisters are my number ones, man. Besides my wife and my daughter, but like they're all number ones in a sense, So, it's a family song. It's for my fucking family.
That's so sweet. And so, how do you approach writing and performing for your solo work compared to your work with The Revivalist? Are there differences in your creative process?
Well, there are some differences and there's a lot of similarities, to tell you the truth. Like, I mean, sometimes I'll write a song and I'll make everything, from the drums to the bass, and I'll bring it to the band and we'll just play that. Sometimes I'll write it and we'll change everything, and that'll happen with the solo band. So it really kind of, I'm still figuring that out, honestly. I do think, like I said, with this album, I think it shows a different side of my voice, just a different tone, like it's a little softer of a timbre. And the band doesn't do as much of that. It's loud rock band, we do some of that for sure. And maybe we'll do more of that in the future. Maybe that's just where I'm heading. I don't really know. Maybe we're going to go the complete opposite. I don't really know. We just kind of try to go with the flow of the energy of that moment. So we'll see.
We're excited. And so you are playing ACL pretty soon here. So how are you feeling about performing these personal songs live for the first time at such a big festival?
I'm ecstatic. I'm elated. I love a hot sweaty. That's my daughter's name. Hot sweaty tent show. So that's. I think it's just going to be incredible. Like the vibe at a festival is unmatched. Everybody's just. Everybody wants to have a good time. And honestly, it's hotter than hell out here. And so a tent show is going to be like people are going to be coming in for refuge. To just like get out of the sun a little bit. So it's going to be packed. It's still going to be hot. I'm sorry, you guys. There's no escaping the heat, but you can escape the sun. So yeah, I'm just really excited. It's just like such a good energy.
Well, so are we. And last question here. So who are you looking forward to seeing today?
Oh. Wow. Well, some of my favorite artists. I think I'm gonna be able to see a little bit of Sturgill Simpson.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. I love Tyler the Creator. Never seen Chappell Roan, but just like everyone else, I've heard good things, and I think she's just awesome in a lot of ways. So. Yeah, I think she's taking on a lot of shit right now, and she's going through it, and fuck yeah, keep going. So.
Well, thank you so much for being with us, David. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to seeing your set here in a few hours.